Disney's California Food and Wine Festival is another eclectic collection of food items to savor all the interpreted best of California by Disney park chefs. Each time this year, the food stalls, activities, live entertainment, and festival-specific souvenirs wind their way around the park's thoroughfares. Here we took a slightly different path and sought out an off-the-beaten-path experience. Join us as we help you navigate the festival and generally wandered like we do. Let's start off by showing you around a bit and give you some tips when navigating the festival. The festival itself is generally localized to the main thoroughfares that start right off of Buena Vista Street, then wind their way all the way through to Pixar Pier. You will find about 10 or so booths all along this route, but we recommend doing a quick walkthrough to get your bearings. Definitely check out the items as they come off the stall. You may spot something you wanted more than others. Get your bearings too on places to sit. It varies wildly from hour to hour, but with some looking, you and your party can find a nice place to park it so you can enjoy your meal without having to stand in the middle of nowhere. As you maybe heard us before, we always recommend reading up before you go. You may find a particular dish you want or a piece of exclusive merchandise for your upcoming birthday, so making even a quick mental note on that will save you that much more time. There couldn't be anything worse than committing the money and the time for a visit and find you wanted something you didn't pick up. There is a guidebook. It is pretty decent, and you'll find them at the main festival kiosk near Buena Vista Street or along the festival path. Don't overlook it or be overly silly not to think it is valuable. It has everything you need to navigate and gives you a handy checkbook as you enjoy the festival. Notes are a beautiful thing, aren't they? They'll always remember your experience where we tend to forget. After you get your bearings, you can make the choice then to go for the Sip and Savor Pass. Is it worth it? Really, only you can decide. We almost always find it worthwhile for someone in the party to have one. Why? You may want an excuse to get something you might have normally gotten. From a value standpoint, if you watch our Lunar New Year Festival review, you can actually come out ahead if you plan it the right way. Entirely up to you.
You'll never know when Mark will show up. He'll give you plenty of trouble.
Hey everybody, this is Jack here with Streets Gourmand over here on a warmish day at Disney California Adventure, trying the Food and Wine Festival. I believe it's over by the end of the month. We wanted to try something off the beaten path, so instead of the regular stalls that everyone else is covering, we opted to visit the Lamplight Lounge here at Pixar Pier, going for the Food and Wine ribeye for two. It looks like a great deal. You get a ribeye meal along with 2 glasses of wine, your choice, alongside a bevy of sides and dessert. For our wine selection, the red is the Silverado Cabernet Sauvignon, and the white is the Silverado Chardonnay, both from Carneros, California. The ribeye was a gorgeous cut of beef, well cooked to our medium rare liking. The highlight for us on the sides were twofold. The first were the very rich and creamy poblano potato bake. This had very soft Yukon potatoes swimming in cheese and cream. The second were the cipollini onions, roasted onions full of balsamic vinegar goodness. And this really topped off our very rich meal, a punchy little collection of cookies and cream donuts with a thicky, oh so gooey little number that, if I wasn't somewhat human, I would be dumping into my gullet. For the price, we felt it was a great meal, especially when looking to share, all along the comfortable backdrop of the lounge itself. Hey everybody, we just had our dinner over at the Lamplight Lounge with our ribeye for two. We're going to head over to the Paradise Garden and try something over there. Before you leave an area, make sure you're not missing any photo opportunities. People may leave a place without realizing there may be a few hidden gems, like this couch. I took a nap. And we topped off one meal with meal number 2, and it was quite a lot, more than we realized. This was the Paradise Grill Gardens Festival contribution, again another participating vendor, a Korean-style bulgogi fried rice. Where we enjoyed the portions and the take on Korean food with its cloying rice, kimchi, and bulgogi meat, it was a little too salty and could have been toned down there. We also found that you could use the Sip and Savor Pass for this. It was a smaller portion than the full plate that we got, so we learned something new. We hope you got some things to remember the next time you're out at one of Disney California's festivals. Even the adventure of trying different items can make all sorts of rich memories.
We always enjoy finding something new or a spin on a traditional goodie that gives us pause, and Disney does tend to do just that, especially at their yearly Food and Wine Festival. Remember, there are more tips and tricks on allstreetsgourmand.com. Please like and subscribe all things All Streets Gourmand, and we'll see you soon.